So you need to build credit desperately, but you don't have a way to actually get approved for an account that will help you build credit, or you have maxed out cards that you need to lower the utilization on by paying them down, but you don't have the money right now. Let me give you this option, two options actually, that are going to be guaranteed approval, guaranteed high credit limits that are going to help you build credit. I'll explain that coming up. Hey everyone, if you've been trying to work on your credit and you have barely been seeing any results, you need to go ahead and take a look at the workshop that I just opened up that is currently free so that you can learn where you went wrong while you were trying to work on your credit. During that lesson, you'll learn the 4 don'ts when it comes to working on your credit, the mistakes people make when writing dispute letters, why you shouldn't only dispute with the credit bureaus, and also the accounts that people waste time disputing. Not to mention, you'll get to see real results from a customer who used my methods and they were able to get their credit straightened out and bought a brand new home within 7 months. So go ahead and sign up for that training today. The link is going to be down in the bio. And while you're trying to work on your credit, you have to see all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And My Score IQ, a company that I use for myself and for all of my customers, has a $1 7-day trial so you can see your credit reports and scores so you can know where you stand, because you can't work on your credit without knowing what's going on all 3 reports. So please check out My Score IQ. The link to them is going to be down in the description as well. Hey everybody, Will Frazier here, your credit expert, bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 300 points, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. Now today, as mentioned, I'm bringing you guys a comparison of 2 accounts that I've mentioned before that are good alternative options if you need to try to build up credit or lower your credit utilization, so that you guys can see the difference between the 2 and how they work and how they can help you in regards to building your credit. Now it's going to be very important that you pay attention to the details that I bring up to you guys, just so that you can have an understanding of how these 2 things work and how they can help you, so that you don't get confused or think that this may not be something that can help you, because this is really a good account, both of these accounts, for anybody that may be in need of trying to build credit or lower your credit utilization to increase your credit score. So these 2 accounts are going to be jewelry accounts. They are alternative types of credit, as I mentioned, and basically they show up on your credit report like a credit card or a line of credit. Now, the very first thing that you're probably going to be thinking is, I don't even like jewelry. I really don't want to have to buy any jewelry. So, why should I get this account? The reason why you would want to get an account like this is because it is one of the few accounts that is actually guaranteed approval. This account and the other account that I'm going to mention to you. Now, this one in particular, My Jewelers Club, they actually approve you guaranteed for a $5,000 line of credit. The other account actually approves you for a $10,000 line of credit. Now, both of them have no credit check, so you will not get an inquiry on your credit report, and usually they will be reported on your credit report within 45 days with the second option. And if you will apply by the 20th of the month, this account, My Jewelers Club, will hit your credit report by the 1st of the next month, as long as you apply and get approved for this account before the 20th of the current month. Now, with My Jewelers Club, you do actually have to purchase an item, and you can see here they have joined now for $99. Now, the reason why these accounts are also going to be better than you trying to do something with a secured credit card per se. You would secure a credit card, you would end up paying $200, $300, or $500 down in order to get a credit card and get an equal credit limit to that amount of money that you put down. So in comparison to something like that, you would come out of pocket either less or the same amount of money doing something like this, but you will get more than 10 times the amount that you put down as a credit limit, which actually helps you out tremendously. But first, let's go into My Jewelers Club just to give you guys a quick idea of how it works, other than the join now for $99. So basically, when you join, you can have bad credit. Like I said, there is no credit check at all, so it is fine. You are guaranteed approval. You're also guaranteed a $5,000 credit limit, as I mentioned, which is unsecured. Now, the only thing that they ask you to do is to actually buy a piece of jewelry. Now, the jewelry that you buy, and as mentioned right here, you have to buy $100 worth of jewelry. So you can find one item that's at least $100 and purchase it. Now, after you make that purchase of $100, you saw there was a $99 fee that they charge. That means that your balance would end up being $200 before you check out with your item. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to make you pay a down payment of 50%. So you have your $100 item, you have your basically $100 fee that they have for your balance. They make you pay 50% of that, which is $100 because the balance will be $200. And then you check out, you wait for your item to come. Once it comes, you can gift it to somebody, you can use it for yourself. But basically, you are not getting this account for the purposes of trying to rack up on jewelry. And a lot of you guys may not even like jewelry. You're getting this account to build up credit. That is the purpose of this account. Other than this one item that you have to purchase, it is not necessary for you to go and purchase a whole bunch of items. And you'll see here, after you check out, you have to sign the e-sign document that they will have for you. And this basically outlines the steps that you have to have. And this is the qualifications. You have to be a U.S. citizen, at least 18 years or older, valid social security number. Your monthly household income has to be at least $1,400. So you have to put on the application that you make at least $1,400 or more. And that is all you have to do to get approved for this account. Now, there is a $99 annual fee on this account. So as long as you have the account open once a year, you will pay the $99. Now, this account again is used for building up credit. So you would pay your $100, which is the 50% of your balance at checkout, and then you will make payments on that other $100 that will still be sitting there on your balance. Once you are done paying that off, it is not necessary to get another item. I would keep this account open for at least a year while you're trying to build up credit, just so that you can make sure that you've built up a good enough history, or that you've gotten some other accounts that maybe are more appealing to you with reward points and whatnot, like credit cards that you can use anywhere. And just so that you guys know, this account is one that you can only use on this website. So you cannot use this account anywhere else. Again, I know most people want to be able to use an account anywhere that they get to build credit, but this is actually going to help safeguard you from going into debt by doing that, because you will only be able to use it at this site. You may not want to buy a bunch of jewelry, more than likely, with that $5,000 limit, so your utilization will always stay low. And I also mentioned to you that an account like this can also help you in regards to lowering your credit utilization. So it can lower your credit utilization by, let's say you have a credit card that's $5,000 and it's maxed out, and you need to pay off that credit card, pay down that credit card in order to improve your credit score. But let's say you don't have the $5,000 or the $4,000 just to pay it down right now. You can get another $5,000 account from My Jewelers Club to hit your credit report, and with that $5,000 available credit that will show up, it will basically cut your utilization from 100% to 50%. And you did that without paying $4,000 out of your pocket to pay down your original card. You did that by paying $100 at checkout and making payments on another $100 for this fee over a few months. So really $200 to cut your utilization in half versus paying like $4,000 just to get your utilization to a reasonable amount of money. That is a big savings to you, and you can use that money for other stuff. Talking about the $4,000 that you would have paid to pay down your credit card, and you can see a major increase to your credit score just off of that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the other account. So the other account that I'm talking about is AG Jewelers. Now with this one, it is a little bit different. They are still that same type of company that will approve you no matter what your credit score is, and you do have to be 18 years, U.S. citizen, and also a valid social security number. Now they guarantee you a $10,000 revolving line of credit. So again, if you have maxed out credit cards, this will tremendously help you to lower your credit utilization. And if you just don't have any credit, this will be good to show up on your credit report as an account that you have as a revolving line of credit or a credit card. It will dramatically help your credit score a lot. Now with this company, with AG Jewelers, basically the way that it works, you don't have to buy any jewelry from them at all. The only thing you have to do is pay $149 at checkout, which is their actual membership fee, and then once a year after that, you'll pay a $99 fee. Now with them as well, you do have to sign an agreement that they will have after you check out with this $149. And then, like I said, you don't have to actually purchase any jewelry. The only place you can use this account is on their website or locally in their locations that they have. Now outside of that, like I said, you're not trying to have this account just so that you can rack up on jewelry. You're using this account so that you can actually build up credit. And this is actually better than doing a trade line, because usually with trade lines you have to pay a lot more money to get added to somebody else's account. With these accounts, you are getting your own account. You're paying very little amounts of money for very high credit limits. And not only that, both of these accounts report to all 3 credit bureaus. And like I said, there are no credit checks, so you don't have to worry about an inquiry. You can guarantee yourself approval and not have to worry about if you're going to get approved. And you can start building up credit with high credit limits, which will allow you to keep your utilization very low. Even if this is your only account, it will be very hard for you to get to a high utilization on this, especially when you're not spending money racking up on jewelry. And as I mentioned before, this also keeps you from going into debt, because you are not going to be trying to rack up on a whole bunch of things from this account, because you can only use it on their site versus a credit card with a lower limit that you would more than likely end up going to spend at a whole bunch of places. Now, AG Jewelers and My Jewelers Club are both very good alternative credit options to building up credit. So you do want to try to see which one is going to be best for you, or if you think both of them might be good for you. I do have links to both of them in the description. You can check them both out. You can look at them. I can guarantee you that both of these 2 companies are both legit companies. You can call them, check them out, and look up information on them if you want to. And in my previous videos on them, you can check the comments and see other people that signed up for them and see the benefit that they got from using these accounts. And again, in comparison with My Jewelers Club, you'll get a $5,000 line of credit guaranteed. With AG Jewelers, you'll get a $10,000 line of credit guaranteed. With My Jewelers, you only have to buy a $100 item and pay that $100 membership fee. You'll pay $50 at checkout, which is $100, and then you'll make payments on that other $100 until you've paid that off. With AG Jewelers, you don't even have to buy anything. You can just pay the $150 and then wait for it to hit your credit report. Both of these items will hit all 3 credit bureaus, and then you will see the benefits of building credit this way, especially if you can't get approved for anything else. Anyway, I hope this information was useful and helpful to you today in regards to lowering your utilization or helping you to establish and build credit before you get your own personal credit cards that you want to use anywhere. Leave comments down below if you've used these companies before and any benefit that you have seen from them. And if there's any other accounts that you guys would like me to review, leave that in the comments as well. I'll see you guys next time.